Hi everyone, welcome to the first of this Life Transformation series. The first video today is all about how do you implement real transformational change. Now to do that, it's really important that you set a successful goal. It's the first step to any sort of change. Now why have I said set a successful goal? Why not just set a goal? So it's very easy to set a goal. So some of us may have goals around, for example, making more money, or losing weight, or it might be that you want to go and travel somewhere. Now, if your goal is really quite fluffy, then it's less likely that you're going to achieve it. So if you want to achieve something specifically, I want to really encourage you to get really specific around your goals. Now, I'm going to share with you a model that I've used over the last few years in coaching that is really helpful around setting successful goals. It is called the GROW model. Some of you may have heard of it before, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through it step by step and really help you to essentially use this GROW model to be successful with your goals. So GROW is an acronym, so I'm going to go through it each letter at a time. So I'm going to start with G. The G starts for goal. So funny we're talking about goal setting here, but the goal is all about getting really clear on what your goal is. So for example, I could set a goal to say that I want to run a marathon. Now a better goal would be to say I want to run a marathon by a certain date, so say May 2019. An even better goal would be to say I want to run a marathon by May 2019 in 4 hours 30 minutes. So you're getting really clear on essentially what your goal is, and you've got a measure to see if you're successful with that goal. So spend a bit of time really thinking about what change do you want. It might be in your physical well-being, it might be in your career, it might be around your relationships. But if you can get really clear on what that goal is to start with, you're much more likely to achieve it. Now they always say if you aren't clear on your goals, how are you ever going to be expected to hit the target? That's why I love watching sports, because you've got the acutest form of somebody having a goal and being really clear on what you're aiming for. So set your goal, be really specific, make it time bound, and also have a clear measure for success. So that's the first step. The second step, the second letter is R, and that's for reality. So if my goal is to run a marathon in 4 hours 30 minutes by May 2019, how close or how far away are you from that at the moment? So it's really important that I'm honest with myself, so don't make it worse than it is in terms of how close you are to achieving this goal, but also don't be overly optimistic with how close you are to that goal. So I like to use a scale of 1 to 10, so 1 being not close at all, furthest away you could be, and 10 being as close or right at that goal. So for me, if I was to look at that as my overall goal, I would say I'm at 5 out of 10 at the moment. I'm able to run around 11 to 12 miles at the moment, with that key goal of, in the future, next year, wanting to be able to run that marathon. So that's the second step. Really important that you get clear on where you're at, assess where you're at the moment. Now the third step, and what I would call in this model the large O, is the opportunities. So what opportunities do you have to achieve your goal? Think about the people that can help you, think about the plan that you need to make, think about all the resources, think about the time that you need to set aside and really kind of chunk off to make sure that this happens for you. So the large O is really about you thinking about all the ways in which you can achieve your goal. What options do you have essentially? And what I'd encourage you to do is make a list of all potential opportunities. Is it that you need to go and see a trainer? Is it that you need a coach? Is it that you need to speak to someone who's already done it? Is it that you need to read books? Spend some time really reflecting on how you're going to do it. There's so many opportunities to achieve your goal. So that's a crucial step. You really need to get quite juiced up and energised around how you're going to essentially going to be achieving your goal. So that's the third step. The fourth of 5 steps is a small O this time. So really it's a bit like GREW instead of GROW. The small O is for obstacles, and it's a small O for a reason, because so often when you set a goal, you will go straight to the obstacles. I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money, I'm not fit enough, I would never be able to do that. We limit ourselves. So it's really important that you do address your obstacles. Are you making excuses, or are there real obstacles that you need to overcome to be able to do this? So for me to be able to run the marathon in 4 hours 30 minutes, I know that I need to build my endurance, I know that my diet needs to be totally on point, I know that I need to consistently be training day after day. Really, really important to be able to achieve that goal. So think about the obstacles and think about how you can overcome them as well. Now the final step, the fifth step of this GROW model, is essentially what actions will you take? Also, you can think about it like, what is your way forward? So creating a really big action plan now for how you're going to make this happen is so key to you really setting a successful goal and setting yourself up for success in any element of your life. So get really clear on your actions. So I'm going to call you to action now to finish off this video. I want you to write down what is your overall goal. I want you to go through all of the 5 steps. So let me recap. What is your goal? What is your outcome? What is your reality? How close to that? How far away are you? What are your opportunities? What options do you have to achieve your goal? What's holding you back? What are your obstacles? And what actions will you take? So I want you to create your own GROW plan for the transformation that you are looking to achieve. I want you to take time to reflect on it, to write it down. And also go for a walk, think about it. Don't just sit inside. You'll see that we're videoing outside. Often there's a different kind of energy, a different vibe when you go outside. And if you're moving your body as well, then sometimes you will get lots of different ideas. You'll have seen this if you're sometimes stuck at a desk, you walk away, you go for lunch, you often come back, and that thing that's been really puzzling you, like, I can do it now. So thank you for tuning in to this video, which is all about setting successful goals, and go to it, get to action. Thanks, folks.